welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be having a seafood boil. If you are on my WhatsApp, you know that I've been wanting a seafood boil for the longest time ever. I bought my seafood boil from Dash Kitchen on Instagram. I'll just put their handle down below, and this is how it looks. I actually can't lift the whole thing because it's going to be all over the place, but it's a lot, and I mean a lot, because I've already had some of this with my boyfriend and there's still so much left. This is the crab seafood boil, and if you want to know about her prices and what's on her menu, you can just visit her Instagram. But yo, you guys don't understand how I've been wanting these seafood boils. I've been seeing them all over Instagram and on YouTube. And obviously your girl likes things. And she was like, include me. So as I have mentioned, this is a crab and seafood boil. So it has crabs, it has mussels, it has some, what do you call these? Some cheese grillers. It has some prawns, I think some potatoes and sweet corn. So let us devour this thing. I've already had this, so this is not exactly a first impressions video, but this is good. This is good. I think what's good about this seafood is definitely the sauce that she uses. Top 2. Anyway, so I was thinking, how are we gonna do this? Are you guys just gonna sit here and look at me eat? I don't know if you guys are into that whole ASMR thing. So I decided I'm gonna do it a story time. And this story is about the day I thought I was gonna die. Guys. Woo, my word. So this happened last year in 2019. And it was on a Sunday. I was at my boyfriend's place for the weekend. So I was at my boyfriend's place for the weekend. And you know, Sunday, it was just a normal Sunday. It was a lazy Sunday. We didn't really do much. We were even lazy to cook. So we ordered pizza. And you know, it was just vibes. And usually on Sundays, we sleep very early. Well, we sleep early during the week anyway. We are grandparents. But anyway, but early, I mean like 10 we usually go to sleep. So that's what we did. Around 10 o'clock, we went to sleep. And everything was fine. We had pizza, everything was fine. A few minutes into the sleep, I'm like, my stomach is painful. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, dude, my stomach is painful. I've been trying to ignore it, but I can't anymore. I'm in pain. He's like, well, you're in pain. Should I go get you Panados? I'm like, yes, please go get me something. So he gets out of bed. He gets out of bed and goes to the garage to buy me like some Panado for my stomach. And when he was gone, I felt like this is the end of me. I feel like his presence there, you know, when you're in pain, but there's someone around you, you feel better. But the moment you're alone, the moment he left, guys, oh my God. My stomach was like, I couldn't stand, I couldn't move. I was literally just in one position. I got off the bed and I was standing I was like, what the hell is going on with me? Is it food poisoning? But I was like, if it's food poisoning, then he would also be feeling the same way because we had the same food, you know? And it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. It wasn't like I ordered a pizza flavor I never ordered before. I was just like, what the hell is going on? But it was a very awkward pain. It wasn't. I like prawns, as you can see. I'm eating a lot of the prawns. It wasn't a pain like, you know, you ate something. No, it was just a very awkward pain, you know. And I felt like it took forever. Which he probably didn't, because I'm sure he was like trying to hurry, because I was like, I am dying. I want to get my hair into this. Anyway. This is very difficult to speak and eat at the same time. But yeah, so eventually he came back. I had the panado, and it really didn't do shit for me. I had the panado, and 2 seconds later, I threw up. I'm eating and I'm talking about vomit. Not the best combo, huh? But literally, the moment I drank that panado, I threw up. And that's when he was like, no, dude, we need to take it to the hospital. That time my mind was going wild. Now I'm like, why am I throwing up? My mind was like, am I pregnant? Guys, that pain was, I don't even know how to describe it. It was so excruciating. He was like, no, dude, we need to take you to the hospital. Especially because now you're throwing up. And I was also like, dude, nah. I don't like hospitals. But I think this calls for a doctor. So this girl has she put a lot of these small legs, which are very hard to eat. So I'm not interested in them. So yeah, so at that time when I threw up, it was like, no, bruh, we need to take it to the hospital. My mind that time is going wild. I'm like, sis, are you pregnant? But also it was like, how could I be pregnant? Because this had just happened, like, I think 2 or 3 months after I got the Mirena IUD. So I used the Mirena IUD birth control, and I've had it for like a year and a month now. So if you want me to do a video about my experience with it and my personal experience with it, just comment down below and I'll do a separate video about it. But anyway, so I had just gotten it at that time. I just gotten it like 2 months ago, and I was like, oh, maybe it's not agreeing with my body. Maybe it's it. You know, the two things that were in my head were, it's either I'm pregnant or this thing doesn't agree with me. But also it wasn't exactly, dude, the pain was just, I don't even know how to explain that pain. So I was a little bit conflicted, and it would have been really disappointing if I had gotten pregnant, because I paid a lot of money for that thing, you know. It would have really been, I feel like I would have felt like I lost my money. But anyway, so Shane, he drives me to the nearest hospital, which was Morningside Hospital. That was the nearest one to us, the Morningside Mediclinic. And that time I was still on the Discovery Medical Aid, and the plan I was on, I had to go to like a certain network of hospitals. You know how medical aids do that awkward thing. Yeah. So the nearest one that was on the list was Morningside. We get to Morningside, we go to the emergency section, obviously, and we get there. There's quite a few people there, and this guy comes to us. He's like a nurse or something. He's like, what is wrong? I'm like, dude, I'm in pain. I am dying. My stomach is killing me. He's like, honestly, I don't think we're gonna be able to help you. That time it's around past 10 to 11. He's like, I don't think we're gonna be able to ask you to help you because there's only one doctor on call. And as you can see, there's quite a few people around. I was like, fucking hell, dude. You wanna tell me that you're turning me back? He's like, I would suggest you guys go to another hospital nearby. Because yeah, it's gonna take forever for you to get help. So I was very disappointed in Morningside Hospital. You guys need to do better. But anyway, this is hot. So but it's fine. So then we go back to the car. I'm sorry, this Woo, this is very spicy. But it's really good. So then we go back to the car and we go back to the discovery page to see what other hospitals are on this network that my plan would pay for. And the next one that we saw that we would go to was the live hospital in Fourways. Shout out to them. Shout out to that hospital because they managed to save my life. So that was the closest one we can get to that was on the plan. So fine, we drive there. And when I tell you that drive was the worst, like every bump, I could feel every single bump. I literally thought, you know what, girl, this is over for you. It's kittens, RIP. RIP to you, cutie. Anyway, we get there, we go to the emergency section, and oh my god, I love that hospital and I love the people there because, wow, they didn't even waste time. The moment we walked through the door, this nurse just came and grabbed me and he told my boyfriend to stay and fill out details for me. And she was gonna help. So fine, she took me to his room and that's when she was asking me, okay, what is wrong? I told her, nurse, I'm in pain. I am dying. I mean, I remember I was just so mumbling, but she paid so much attention to me. Because I was telling her, maybe I'm pregnant, but no, I have this thing that I just inserted in me. Maybe it's it. Maybe, yeah. That poor lady. I just like how she paid attention to my mumbling. Anyway. I'm like, I've been throwing up. He's like, okay, it's fine. Come down. Let's take a urine sample. I'm sure it's going on. So we go, I take a urine sample, and then she takes me into another room, and she hands me over to this other nurse, and she was also very nice as well. Oh my god, guys, shout out to those people, and shout out to that hospital for their service, because I honestly have to give it to them. They were absolutely nice to me. I'm looking for the prawns. I feel like I should have just bought the prawns because that's the only thing I'm interested in this whole thing. But anyway, so she hands me over to this other nurse. This nurse now takes me into this room. Also, she asks me what is wrong. I tell her I'm in pain. My stomach is really painful. I've been throwing up. And literally only just started now. And then she's like, okay, it's fine. The doctor will come and help you. While I was sitting there waiting for the doctor, I think because the other lady before, the first one that helped me, she gave me a paper bag to throw up in because I told her that I've been throwing up. But when she handed me over to this one, I left the bag. I forgot the bag. Because it was just after I had taken out, I had just went to the bathroom to take the urine sample. But, so Now I'm in there waiting for this nurse and waiting for this doctor. Ah, ha ha ha, you go. While I was still waiting, did I not throw up again? And shame, because they didn't give me anything to throw up in. I just looked for the nearest, for the thing I can throw up in next to me, and it was a basin. Until that basin is not even suited for to handle vomit. So that poor lady, shame, she came back and she cleaned up everything. I felt so bad, but like she wasn't making me feel guilty. Oh, dude, she was nice, and she cleaned up after me. And then the doctor came and he checked me, blah blah blah, and he didn't know what was wrong with me. I'm being honest, guys. He didn't know what was wrong with me. The urine sample came. I wasn't pregnant, thank God. And again, I felt like it wouldn't have made sense for me to be pregnant because I had just gotten this thing unless this thing was not working, which would have been very disappointing. But anyway, so the doctor came. He doesn't know what's wrong, but he says the urine sample, you're definitely not pregnant, and it doesn't show that you have an infection or anything. But I think it might be some sort of infection in your stomach or whatever. But he also didn't think it was related to the Mirena had just gotten inserted. So then they gave me this injection that was that injection. You could get addicted to it, but it just numbed the pain immediately. And they told me I can't leave until it wears off, so I had to wait until that injection wears off. My boyfriend came and chilled with me, and I think I went out a little bit there while he was there. I think I actually I think I fell asleep while we were waiting. But yeah, eventually I was fine. The pain wasn't completely gone. You know when you've had food poisoning and your stomach stops being painful, but you still feel the after effects in a way. Like you still feel like your stomach went through the most. That's how I was feeling. The injection helped with the pain, but there was this pain, sort of, not really a huge pain, but my stomach just felt like it went through the most. Anyway, so yeah, and then we left. I think we got home at like 1 a.m. or something, and yeah, they prescribed some medication for me. The next day I was fine. I went to work, but my stomach still felt like it went through the absolute most. So even today I still don't know what was wrong, because that doctor said he thought it was some sort of infection. Maybe it was, because he prescribed some antibiotics and some other pain medications or whatever, and he said to me that if the pain comes back, then we would get like we would do like a proper exam and see what's going on in my stomach. So maybe it was actually just an infection and the antibiotics helped, because after that the pain, I didn't get that. I've never gotten that pain again since that day. But also I'm just very curious in knowing what the hell is going on with me. But yeah, that's how I thought I was dying, guys. I know it feels like it's just a stomach ache or whatever, but trust me, I don't like hospitals, and everyone knows. My mom would complain that I never drink medication, because I don't like these things. I don't like hospitals. I don't like medications. I don't like all these things, all these funny things. So for me to actually agree to go into a hospital means I was dying. I felt like this is the end. R.I.P. cutie. It's over for you. But by God's grace, I'm still here. I'm still kicking. Eating the seafood. Maybe that's what will kill me, would be the seafood. Honestly, we must just all be grateful for life and be grateful to still be blessed with one and to still be sitting here and doing all these things that we're doing. It is all by the grace of God that we're alive, and we should really be grateful. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna finish this. There are a lot of prawn heads, and I don't. You're weird if you eat the head, because I don't eat the head. The head is just weird. I don't understand why people eat the head, but I don't eat the head. Anyway, so shout out to Life Hospital in 4 ways. Shout out to those nurses. I obviously don't know their names, but you know what? You know yourself. If you ever bumped into this video somehow, shout out to you. You guys were absolutely helpful and you guys were great. But yeah, guys, that is what happened to me. And like I said, if you want me to do a video on the Myrena and my experience with it, I've been having it for a year now. Just comment down below and I will do a video on it. But this is it from me. I think I'm just full. See, the thing with this food now is that it's a lot and you get overwhelmed just by looking at it. I'm overwhelmed, so I think I'm done. But yeah, I'm just gonna end this video here. Thank you so much for watching and for subscribing. Again, road to 500k. You know what you gotta do. You know you gotta share this video. You know you gotta like and comment. You know what you gotta do, so do it. I'm not being aggressive, okay? But thank you so much for watching, guys. Please share this with everyone. Share with your friends and your families, and like, comment, subscribe, whatever you feel like doing. If you haven't subscribed and you're watching, what is wrong with you? And I see you. It's absolutely free to subscribe. So, but yeah, I'm talking too much now. I'm just mumbling. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.
Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat. Mommy,